A very good morning to you, our people. Thank you so much for always waiting to tubakoye, tubasanyuse, tubanyumize, all those things from 9 to 11 every day, Monday to Friday. Little Friday, you know what happens on Fridays, and today I have an interesting guest. Wajakuwa mtegera just in a few. Na yeru wakutano 17 December. Yes, to mira kukubazalibwa. Happy birthday to you, Emmanuel Chinyera. Love from your girls, global family. Timothy, Peace, Fiona and Joy bakwagaliza amazalibwa amalungi. Also happy birthday to Tessa Kavanda. Happy 9th birthday from mom and dad, Dr. Kathy Kavanda and Dr. Hilton Kavanda bakwagaliza birungi byerere. Happy birthday to Princess Erina. I think she's Ariana Nandaula, Queen Valencia, who is making 5, and Hyra making 7 years today. Birthday wishes from brother Frank. Namwe abatumidenyo nabagaliza birungi byerere. Let me see if I have any more left here. Okay, nabatumira kumande wanajebali. Yes, but happy birthday to everybody who was born today. Farida is my name. Nkwaniriza nnyo tovao kana kajuisi kali made by Faiz Cafe wali ewandegea for all things to eat. Afumba komekoro, akola juices, akola Emboozi, akola pilau, lasagna, everything echomchiyungu. They also do a lot of baking. So we are powered by Faiz Cafe, moving to Ebyokunywa every Fridays. Welcome to the show, MWASUZE MUTYA. Okay, in studio I have a lady who has always loved Oprah Winfrey, and she wanted to be like her. Just like you have somebody going to I admire her. I wish I can be like her. Yes, ogezako what you can, and I can say that she's getting there, if not yet there yet. She's a Nalongo just like me. At least I haven't had anybody with it. She's a radio presenter. She's a TV personality. Yes, Piona Abidi, Yatandikanga waitress, and she's moved her way through the ranks to where she is, and that is where she has always wanted to be. Nalongo Karitas, Karisimbi agenda kubampa kubyama ebyokufuka Nalongo. Good morning, Karitas.
Good morning.
How are you?
I am very fine, thank you.
Finally, I miss you.
Finally. It was as if Tom and Jerry. Yeah. Ndi bulungi mukwano wasuze otya. MWASUZE MUTYA.
How are the little ones?
Little big ones, you mean? Eh, bakula mangu.
Tukuziza abana mu COVID.
Batukadiyiza.
Tuli bakadde.
Tuli bakulu.
Tuli bakulu, tetunnakaddewo.
Tunaweza ensanvu.
Naye abato bandi twebuuzizaako nnyo tukikwata.
Okitegedde? Yeah. That's so true.
Kuwada abamu batutukaneka ali mukulu nze oba ye.
I know, right? Why? Batuteeka mu nsu.
Tuyite ekyama today.
Yes.
Karitas tokula.
Why?
Ate nga tondabikira kubanga okola bisa size.
I'm not consistent. Then
the Kastanga I'm going to starting now.
I know, then you backslide.
After a lot of convincing.
I know. It takes a lot.
Yeah. Very, very committed to those things.
Putting on is easy, taking off is hard.
Abali committed to the Okay. Oli mchala mnyaranda.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Karisimbi.
Yes.
Karisimbi bwenkitegera mu Luganda kubanga bali bafunira obere n'ensimbi. Ensimbi waffe zitegeeza sense.
Karisimbi linnya lya lusozi ewaffe. Kuliko Karisimbi and Muhabura in Rwanda. Yeah, they have volcanic ranges, Karisimbi and Muhabura. Visit even almost at the borders. Yes.
Barenga zino ensozi gye tugenda ne tusinza bajjajja.
Bw'abayo abagendayo Karisimbi okusinza sikimanyi ekyo but yeah.
But you know you have that name alone, at least in Uganda. Sinawulirayo aliina.
Waliwo omuwala gwe bangamba alina omuyimbi ate naye nawulira yalifuna because she liked me. so
neyetumira ddala
bwe bangamba
any Karitas out there.
So that was quite humbling. Yeah, if that's the case, it is very
You're
humbling.
humble. You've never met her?
No, not yet. A very beautiful young lady, not yet.
Muyembe? Karisembe.
Karitas.
Yeah, oh, yeah, Karitas. Kario.
Karitas. Oh, yeah. Otherwise, what do you know, organization, Jabaita Karitas, neyo baspelinga ne si.
Ngaiyo.
I wish. Oh, sorry. I wish. Sorry about that. No, si young. No.
Okay. Wazalibwa around over
Wano. Nazalibwa wano. Mama wange already bali baveeri many years before.
Before even the genocide?
No, wali entalo endala before the genocide. Before then, is entalo zezabagira zezabatabanga. They displaced them, never vayo, never jeans. Then nenzalibwa eno.
Okay. Mwena, how many are you? Madena kubuza ekibuuzo kyekitumbaabwe kya how old are you? I met how many.
I like that. Ekibuuzo kya kyekyo. No, twazalibwa tuli mwenda, ababiri ne bafa. So right now tuli musanvu.
Oh. And you're the last one?
No, waliwo ababiri abansinga obuto, abasemba wansi.
Okay. Bwe from Rwanda, they came and settled where?
Hi, many different places. Oh gosh.
They kept moving.
Twabeera nnyo mu ghetto. So zali ghetto za njawulo ze batambulira. When I hear them, there's somewhere in Mulago, there's some in Kisenyi, there's some about before I was born. Yeah, but for me, from the time that I remember, twali tulina abatulabirira sponsors. So at one point twagenda Nairobi awo nga ndi muto ne tuva ne tugenda Nairobi tumanye tukoma wano. So here we lived Kamocha Kisenyi Bikoto ghetto z'omu Kifumbira.
In Nairobi nga
atulabirira gy'abeera, so n'atuyita tusooke tubeere kumpi naye.
The whole family?
No, some of us. So I think like 2 or 3 of us. Yeah, and then the rest ne basigala wano ne ngenda eri ne nsoma part of my primary, then I came back.
Olunga mukomyo lwaki yali sponsoring?
Yes and no. Ebimu yali abikendezza, but then also I think mom onkubadde teyakitugamba naye alabika yali ayagala kusemberera taata naye onkubadde bali tebakwata.
Mom yali naye agenze Nairobi?
Yes, we were there together.
Okay.
Because ffe abali basemba obuto, so yali naffe abato. Yeah, ne tukomawo, but I also remember I think 2 or 3 of my siblings nabo bali bafunye sponsor omulala wano. So nabo ne bakomawo. Yeah. Twazunga nnyo.
So mwali ba tourists, Uganda tolina kutamanyi. Oba East Africa tolina kutamanyi.
Yeah, give us that name. Tourists. Yeah.
Tourists by mistake.
Twatandika okulambula beyond against our will. Yeah, but
okay, so you started your primary in Nairobi?
Yeah, I started there and then I came back here and I joined East Kololo Primary.
Masomero ago gabanga gamaanyi. Shimon here. Uganda Road.
Yes, I go Kololo Momo. Yeah.
Ng'oli mudde. Namutambula n'okusaba musala ekkubo gwe Mukamba ate wali akusinga kusala kkubo.
Tewali ansinga nakumanya Kololo omwo kuba mwe twayitanga tunoga ebinazi nga tukola ki nga tuddayo eka.
Okay. Then you joined senior where?
Then I went to City High. I was a very independent child. I kind of matured. I was forced to mature at a very early age. So mukukula okwo ng'ebisinga nze neesalirawo. So even
oh
wow.
And the government tebikkiriza.
Mama ye okusoma kwe yali yasomera in a francophone setting. So ebibyo byali byanjawulo kati ng'ebyawano ye tabitegeera. But me also because tata teyaliwo, somehow I was forced to mature and ntandika making a decisions ku lwange.
Papa mwayita mbeera naye?
No, saamumanya.
I don't go move in Nairobi. Mom, somehow wanted to be close to
that was our thinking because we knew he was here.
Oh.
He was here, but he had another family.
Oh, okay.
But he was here. Because even us, other than Chidi Chokra and sponsor, to tutegeera lwaki tukomyewo. But that aside. Yes, that aside. So yes, so
wakolanga decisions
in the car. So school, actually no, City High, mama and my older brother, bless him, bebali basalawo. So I went to City High. Then after City High, I always nayagalanga nnyo ebiroto byange byabiranga nnyo binene. Nga newebanga si kinene nga bwe njagala nga nze nkigeza. Mulimu nkigeza, yes, nkigeza nga kyenjagala ekyo. So nayagalanga nnyo okubeera mu international school. But remember,
zaaliwo nnyingi.
No.
Waliwan.
Actually eyo gye nzijukira. Okay, I think ne gundi yaliwo. Bagyetanga Lincoln. Nezo zali a different level of international. Now, international school gye nali ndabye bagyetanga Hillside International Bunamwaya. Now, nagenda nensabayo scholarship.
Nga yali international ebyaddala babyokwongerako akagambo.
Cambridge, they were doing bakolanga Cambridge exams.
Okay.
Then later on, ne bongeramu ne UNEB.
But wagenda n'osabayo?
Yes.
Ngoyagala scholarship or mom was willing to pay?
No,
you wanted a scholarship?
We were not able to pay. We were not. Life was not. No. That's why we had our sponsors. Okutuyisa mu ssomero mama kyo kyali ayagala ffenna tusome. So she was willing to keep moving if that's what it took. Naye it was a Hillside nagendayo ku lwange. Headmaster oyo bless his soul yafa Mr. Park yali Mungereza. Musajja mulungi nnyo ng'ayagala nnyo abantu abagala okusoma. So nga kyonna ekiyimiridde mu kkubo eriryo ery'okusoma omweta akijjawo era nampa scholarship eyo.
Watuuka n'omugamba otya?
How
old were you even?
I was about 15, 16.
Going to S1?
Yes. So the difference with Cambridge is twali ekyanjagaza nnyo Cambridge eyo is wali tolina kusoma subjects zino zonna ze twali tusoma later on when I ddayo mu UNEB. Twali tusoma, you could even do 2 subjects, abantu abamu ng'akola maths and literature, okusinza gwe kyoyagala okubeera, you know, if you're an economist.
And they guide you.
Yes.
Guidance.
I had always wanted to be either lawyer or opera, basically anything ekyali kireetera omuntu okusobola okwogerera abantu oba okwogera eri abantu. Either you speak for them or you speak to them. Yeah. So nga law ntunuulidde, so I knew my literature yalina okubeeramu, and nali njagala languages nga ndi mu German, French, then the subjects endala ezaali zigwamu. Yeah, so nga era bwe namugamba kye nali njagala n'antuula wansi n'antuuza ne munnyonnyola byonna about my life, about family byonna, and he guided me. Ne tusoma.
Mama yategeera nti ogenze kusaba kifo oba wagenda muwa good news?
Yeah, namugamba after. Namugamba nga nvuddeyo naye ye yali yakiraba ddanga. I was like going to be a leader somehow in that home.
You were not an ordinary child?
No, I was not an ordinary child. And I was very bold, very outgoing, go-getter. Nothing stopped me. Natufuutukeyo mu ghetto ze once naye ng'onsanga n'abaana babeera muyenga kololo ng'oyinza okulowooza nange gye nsibuka.
Teweesembereza baghetto banno?
No, nga nabo mwebali. Atayagadde kwegattawo ng'omanyi bw'oba oyagala kutuula eri weesaasire nze munange nva mu ghetto bali sijja. Opportunities, networking. Kati ate later on mu life when ntandika okukola, it was even worse. Kati Hillside bwe nagenda abaana mulimu abali international, Tanzanians, Indians. You know, abaana babagagga, abaana you know, nembabeeramu
emikwano gyo ng'obagamba nti nze ndi wa ghetto obanga
nga bakimanyi bulungi nze teri kyenakweka.
Wali ka tomboy?
I was a tomboy for a long time. Ne kaakati kagenda ne kajja mulaba bwenyambala once in a while.
Okay, so you know Soma.
So yes, nensoma nenvaayo, and then of course embeera nga nzibu nnyo
ewaka.
Yeah.
Naye nga obeera kusomera bafaana oyo teyagala kudda.
Ebizibu byo tobisitula tobitwala kusomero. Kusomero was the one place gye wali you allowed yourself okubeera omwana, okubeera okukula, or to enjoy and experience ebyabavubuka ebyessa time eyo yaliwo. And
wali more day, right?
Yes, yes. Actually, after there, nagenda, there was a school called Royal College. Now, Royal College, tetwategeera naye nnyini yo yagifuula ssomero naye nga yali hotel before.
Okay.
So you imagine a hotel turned school mulina rooms zammwe ziri self-contained, embeera yaayo is not like ordinary school no dormitory nene bichi dining rooms nene, no. So I went to Royal College, it was a whole different experience in Amalira High School. Then the environment. Balina, but the scholarship was for O level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So nenzirayo in ordinary.
My brother. Combination.
In fact, in between there, naddayo ko eri. Hillside for a bit. I was so confused in there, in between there. I was very confused. Nenzirayo konga, my older brother, nga bali bagenda kuyiyengeri gye badisasula mu mpolampola kati nga bagenda tusalirako nnyo ffe tusasuleko akatono. But it happened for a bit, nemala nenzirayo eri. So anyway, so after high school, namala nenvaayo nengenda nentandika okukola. From a vacation, natandika okukola because nalina bato bange abatannaba kusoma. So nga nange ndaba nti babeeko we batuuka nabo, other than them stopping where they were, bayitemu wakiri, and they were very brilliant. Nze, my family, they're very, very smart, intelligent people. Era tebamenya n'akamu ne basoma. Awo we natandikira okukola ku Hotel International.
Naye walumba bulumbi nga bwe walumba ku Hillside.
Yeah,
actually. Mulaba ngendo baweereza.
Tips. Oh, if you're a waitress or waiter, you know okolerera tips. But I knew it was in a jamban's valid already, school, bichi, so tips is what takes me through. Okay. So when I found there was a guy called Masembe Joseph. I can't remember how I met him though. Anyway, I asked for the job. No, actually, omusajja yali owning a Hotel International, Richardson, yali muzungu. Yalina abaana be nga tuli musakoze zimuna b'essomero lyange. Yes, Masembe was my boss afterwards. So I went there and asked for a job. Never gumpa. It was very easy. I mean, a young girl, good smile, people person. Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I worked hard.
Wait. So you take a border?
No, borders were not there at that time. Ngolinya taxi ya mirundi ebiri. Paka mu park muyenga. Amadda
atenga banyuka kiro.
Twanyukanga saa 6 oluusi 7. Kati olumu tunyukanga emmotoka zaaweddeyo. Kati ng'ozifuna ofunayo ng'emu eba yasembye, ze ziba zisembye. Ekyatuyambanga ebiseera ebyo tuwalinga nnyo. Not just jam, I'm security problems into MUTYA, obudo bichi, tichali bubinyo.
Bano bebani
abebi tayimbwa ebyo. So nga tumanyi okutambula okuva Muyenga ne tutambula paka Kabalagala. But imagine a young girl of our age naye ng'oyita mu Kabalagala nga bwe wali omanyi Kabalagala n'ebifo ebyo byonna bwe byali. But nga tuli focused. Ekyali tutuyamba nti tetwerabira bwe twali tuva everyday okujja okukola. So yes. Nina actually gwe nafunira omulimu gwe baali bayita sister wange. But she's not my blood sister, but families bwe mubeera kumpi, you know. So yeah, namufunira omulimu, so we became 2, and the other 2 naye bo tebagendanga kamoja. Ngera tutambula fenna ne tumanyi tugende eka.
Tips zatandikirawo from day one?
Oh my word, yes, yes. I used to get tips. It was, there are times when nanyukanga tips that were almost half my salary. Yeah, I mean, service with a smile.
I think there's a more bazungu bebajanga okusinga.
During that time, the Aya brothers, I remember bajanga nnyo okunywa chai. Nnyo chai nga yabaleeta. Ate nga bebajjanga siriiwo nga tebajja kutuula bajja kugenda. Then twajjanga waba Nigeria.
Wali owambye hoteli ya munno.
Ayenga saakikola mugenderevu just ndowooza omulimu nagukola bulungi nnyo. Twabirangawo n'aba Nigeria bangi. Those days Muyenga Kabalagala had so many Nigerians before the Ethiopians and Eritreans came in. Nga tetubeerawoko n'abazungu abamu n'abamu. And people, esente tewaali buzibu bwa sente dda. You know, the economy was still okay. Everything was savings, no pressure. So tips zajanga easy, and also you go so saving bulungi because, you know, the value of money was, you know. So yeah, so those tips that we samu nnyo mbiseera ebyo.
Okay. You know wangalayo banga for as long as the vacation lasted?
No, I actually went through my vacation. Nakolerayo, I think about 2 to 3 years. About 2 to 3 years. Yeah. Nakolerayo, and then mu biseera ebyo twaberanga the circles. Omuntu agamba networking, and you know, your social capital is really very important, because mu network ezo nagenda ne meeting anga abantu, then ebantwala out nemala netandika nkuza olwo, making very wise decisions. Netugenda mu silk. I was introduced to different people. Mubo mwalimu chance.
Well, wow, Simba wakatika. All right, Karitas Karisimbi is a TV personality. She's a radio personality. She's a mother, and she's a beautiful woman. Katumule mkatana, tukamo. Okay, good morning once again to Checking a Muscle with our Friday personality chibos. We have Karitas Karisimbi, yes, Muchala Nalongo. I'm getting tips and inspiration as we did through her studies, and now she started working. She wanted to be a lawyer. One or two call me a simanyoba, a chabia, a lawyer, or bold sude. So where did your dream end? So my dream ended, I mean, okay, because first of all, time yali agenda, but then also I had responsibility for the family, so I kind of had to be flexible. Yes. So what I did for myself is, regardless, for whatever it is that I will do. So I did a course in journalism in Nairobi, and then I also went to the UK. I did an IT diploma, and still during that time, I met Sechanzi. When Sinkana Sechanzi, my dreams and plans, and you know, how I've always wanted to be, TV, what. Nangamba, oh really? What is serious? What is serious? Actually, what was H4? At that time, waliwo Showtime magazine. Yali ajikola bali bamwita Tirimuonge abera UK yaddayo. Yali yaddayo at that time. So nga banoonya omuntu agenda omuddira. So era bwe yangamba ne mugamba I would be very interested. Nangamba kati jangu ku station tukole yo screen test. Era ne ngenda ebyo anti byonna byali byakwogera eri abantu oba kwogerera abantu. Naye kati natandika nga njogera eri abantu. Okay. So from there, of course, I went again and nyongerako ebyokusoma ebyo engenda nga bigattako kati eri hotel nenvaayo nensigaliza guno gwa Showtime. Olofuse celeb. Nali sibimanyi ebya celeb. In fact, ebyo mbitegeera wano mu bukulu. Because me, I was focusing. You were just doing your thing. I was doing what I love, being in front of the camera. Okay. That was just. How was day one? Or were you before the camera before that? Ooh, that was my first time. Nalisigenda nko masoga camera anywhere. Ujja ko mu Afro Studio. Afro Studio. Ebyedda nti bamasraga bifaananyi. Ezo camera zo kaze twali tumanye za negative which those were the only cameras that nali ngenzeko mu maaso. Okay. But so screen test yali eta screen test bakugamba bakuwa scenario ne bakugamba you pretend you're actually hosting that scenario. So on Showtime yali ekusobozesa okukikola mu ngeri eyo because era byali bya interview oli ku mukolo oli wa so nenkola screen test yange. I don't even remember bwe yali kubanga kyenjukira nakitambula mu bwenti wasereza ligenda mugga. So yeah, omulimu ne bagambirawo come tomorrow. In fact weekend eyo n'otandikirawo ne bampa omulimu
mwala muto omanyi natandika ndi muto natandika sinana
tukyali bato twongereko
tebakimanyi bagamba nti twakula tubalaba just twakera kukola so yeah so nengenda gwali mukolo nzijukira gwali Kampala Club oba opposite ya Kampala Club somewhere bali balina kye balaunchinga sikyakijjukira naye omukolo ogwo gwaliko abanene gwaliko ba MPs gwaliko big businessmen gwaliko nzijukira nanywa energy drink nga busatu
notamira
ng'omutima gundi mu bulago
pressure.
Yeah, I was my first
you were nervous.
Time I was very very nervous. Jukira n'abantu banene who am I kusaawa eyo bwenebuuza nzani
agenda okutuula ne bambiwe
ngenda babuuza biki nga ndaba my god eventually producer wange kyanyama nainanga ba producer ba who made it easy who understood ebisigadde samanya nakiro bwe kyagwera naye nga mmanyi I enjoyed shooting that episode.
Okay. So that date aired, did you tell the whole world about it? Your friends, your circles, bali abe muyenga.
First of all,
at this time, please sit before your TV.
First of all, I tried to nagula TV. Actually, I tried to na TV. Nze nasoko kula TV kulwange.
Kati opera mulabiranga.
My neighbor.
Nga bwatuuka.
Nga bwatuusa n'ateekako ebyange ogamba naye kansabadde mwakyusadde yeri naye nga tulina bono omusaba okuteeka yeri. But also, sometimes when I'd visit friends, for them, they have the channels that were airing opera, a lot of it. So yeah, but slowly by slowly, I'm learning more of the craft. But I think I was born for it because I don't remember a time when I know buzibu. Even that time, nganchali muto, Charlie, I'm meeting all sorts of people, but still, it's still.
You know when something is made for you,
it finds you.
It comes in a way that you least expect.
Yeah. So in between there, of course, then eventually. The
first day when you saw yourself, not in the field or shooting, but on TV,
other than when we were editing the show, seeing a final episode, it is the excitement of the people around me that ekyaso okukunkuba. Bo bali basanyufu nnyo. My God, look there. Ayijjukira nabeeranga mu mikolo egya buli kikanga nina access embassy, ambassadors' homes, rich people's homes, companies, emikolo eminene nalina access to all these places.
Instead of a WBS, Kayali airing a such event. It was the only TV. Okay, you busy, please forgive us.
Yeah, twagenda ngayo kunonya Pingu ni Inspector Derrick. Naye WBS was
TV to watch.
Yeah, was it. Yeah, so yeah, but it was very. I couldn't believe until Yalinze. I was very proud of myself.
I'm getting there. I'm there.
It
is okay. Olagabe kamocha naffe tuli bantu tusobolera ddala.
Enunga wafuutuka y'abanene.
Enkeera ndowooza bakeera ku mulyango gwa mami tunooka. Is that like a girl?
It took them a while. I think for them it took them a while okukitegeera. Banda bate bantegeera. Oyitawo ogenze olina abanene nzaani. You people nakyebuuza emirundi emirundi.
Did your mom watch your first episode?
Yes, and she laughed almost all through. It wasn't the first. She watched much later episodes. Yeah, she was always. She's such a cultural woman. So ye obulamu bwe buli mbirala yali atundanga mata gasunda kola muzigo eno enakola biki so ebiri yalwawo until we bamugamba
sigwa mugamba nti mami I'm going to be on TV.
Ebyo nebyo bimugamba yali tali ate ngeje tulina TV kati yes tulagenda alaba wala It is later when we had our own. Yatandika okubiraba. Olumu ng'alaba n'amawulire because twabeeranga nnyo mu mpapula z'amawulire a lot, at least every week. So agogo awo yo baagamuleetera.
Okay. Ambe n'asanyuka.
Nga tabitegeera naye nga musanyufu nti omwana akola esente weeziri abaana bajja kusoma bano abalala, she's happy.
Bakwano baffe eri ku hotel gye wava, they must have felt it. Some clients don't want to eat because this particular girl is not serving them.
I mean, to be a hotel. Eventually, hotel na yoni bajitunda negenda mu receivership. But my friends, even up to now, bena soma nabo whom we used to be with there, to in a group to be to nyumya. Of course, they are very proud. First of all, for them, yali excitement yo kumanya nti tulina hookup bwe babayita nti mukolo gonna concert yonna if we are clearance tujja kuyingira. So for them yali excitement ngambera ne invitations almost every day.
Ngatosiwa mukolo gwe Kampala
ngankowa ku TV olaba ndi musanyufu nyumirwa, but behind the scenes I was tired. Yeah, ekiro kiramba ngo nonyango yewe ozunga here there. But it was what I was doing at that time. So awo nali nkyayogera n'abantu, so wengenda nkula awo nendaba nga now I need to talk, nina okugatta mu kiri ekya talking for the people.
Okay, the journalism course, what do you call her, after your TV gigs? It was during. I've never had. Okay, when I got the TV, then yes, I think
in between them. Yeah. Because you can't. Yes, you needed. First of all, I needed to be literate on a few things, be it IT itself, be it just knowing a few things to do with whether it's media production, whether it's media, it's writing scripts. Or I just needed to get a bit more knowledge for myself. Okunyamba kwesi kino nchirina ekyokubera maso ga TV. But how do I round it up and get more knowledgeable? So ningina ngatako nga also watching documentaries, watching how other people do it. Yeah.
Okay. And you said one day on Sandukwa, I'll do the opera bit.
Yes.
At some point.
At some point. So I went through it. Radio, Nenzira, Nemva, Radio Sanyu, East Africa TV, Bio, Capital.
Kat radio zitanika kuita after?
Yes. Actually, Sanyu yampita when I was on WBS. But natandika nkola the night shift. So yalite kwatagana. Jokile mikolo jange na joja abinangayo at night. So I couldn't. Eventually, after a year and something, almost 2 years, I had nalino kusalawo ngabi konta nanga. I cannot have both. So radio nemala nenzira mnenjireka nensigaza ku WBS mpaka we nachita ku WBS nengenda Capital.
All watchita after how long?
Almost 3 years.
You stuck to what is the name of the show?
Showtime.
Showtime. You were called all through the. Oh, okay. So to wako that idea of having a show like that, opera, because now you had a platform, you could easily convince Elvis then. Nina, this idea, I think we can work on it. It's
a phase. It's a metamorphosis. You have oyitamo phases. Mumya kejo. Abo wenali mu buvubuka bwange bwongo bwange abo wenali mara kutandika nga nkula when taking a break off the media emyaka giri omusanvu nazalira abaana kati awo kati nga nkuze abaana bazze kati opera wajjiramu njogere eri abantu but also mbogerere. So right now nga ndi mukazi mukulu kati abaana webali, so byonna bye nina okukola sisobola kutandika kati kuddayo eri kubuukabuuka party after party, no. Kati nina okubeera intentional ku bintu byengenda okwogera byengenda okukola. Now I have to be more, it has to be more meaningful, it has to have substance, things that, you know. So naye nentuula nengamba Mukama sigenda kusituka mpaka ronda gajenzira because I don't know yet. Mu bwongo ninga
so you prayed about it?
I pray about everything. Abantu kyebatambanyiko olwakuba tebandaba ku street obanga
tebakulaba mu kyaki
Katonda gwenina yambe
ajjuza ekizimbe
bwendi byonna byendi oba envi ezirudde okujja oba kiki byonna abalongo byonna. It is God.
So you always prayed for the twins?
I always
prayed for a child.
I prayed about it. When I took a break nagamba Katonda kati kansooke mpumule kubanga ntuse at a stalemate. I don't know what that is in Luganda. I feel stagnated. I don't feel creative. The juices are no longer flowing. I feel, you know, and when you need a break, yes,
you breathe again.
You need to, instead of continue. That's why people have leave in a year to first of all get your juices flowing again.
Revitalize.
So, So nentwala break eyo nenga.
So before the break, over how do you make the decision to leave TV, which you truly love and believed was a talent? No sara ukangende ku radio. Was it salary yakui overwhelming no gamba? See you.
I had issues. You worked at WBS, so you had to be a certain type of person. And I remember recently we talked about party. Yes, you had to be a special type. MUTYA na WBS Achimani. He's a very, very amazing man, but he did things mungeri yendala. So twinaro tutakilizaganya and tukanga.
You have to leave.
Yeah, I just felt that, you know, when you're not being understood, ngabo wali yagadde.
Wali ochagala ng'okinyomera nga ne sente simbi neno gamba for my peace.
For my peace and for what, when you love what you do, toba toyagala kintu kikulemesa oba kigezaako kitetaganya. So I nasalawo nenga mumanyi, and also during that time I got a call. Bokomune, my good old friend, yankubira nambuuza if I would want to do radio again. Nambulira nti there's an opening ku Capital if you want to nengamba, oh, that would be nice. Capital was the It Radio kusawe. So yeah, so and engeri katino generally mukama ninge jako nebintu bye yampe awokulinya nga bwentereza ku Chat TV. So I took
the call yaja on your way out.
Yes, call yaja nga kino ntandiso kifiringa nga kyetaaga mu break. So I took the other side. So I turned in my resignation and I went with Capital FM. So yeah, so kati aonentandika the radio, and in between there East Africa TV came and approached me. So I started East Africa TV along with Capital.
Okay. Comparing between TV and radio, chiliwechi kwangwira. Where is the difference?
Where am I best? Where do I feel myself most or best is TV. TV has always been, will always be. I think for me it's because njagala nnyo okwogera n'omuntu nga mulaba. So, you know, I love reading people's body expression, facial expression. You know, in Natandika radio, it was so weird. Natula mu studio.
But where you get away?
Nalina muchengenze kawogu netu nengamba but wait lindako. Then at that time Gwetwalina as a program director nangamba the trick fune ekifaananyi ky'omuntu gweyagala nnyo okunyumya naye okiteekaawo. So nga bwe nyumya yeah, but still TV is different. Yeah.
Which show were you doing in Capital?
Oh, Capital, I started with The Drive. Never could drive Nankula Nomgen's DJ Ronnie, bless his soul. Nemala, never take a morning show Alex Ndaula. Yeah. When I took it I was on the breakfast show.
Okay. Then you moved to East Africa TV.
No, East Africa was Nganchari ku Capital.
Auntie. You go kola mushot.
Okay, it was East. What was it? It was an entertainment show. But to know stories that are going on here, stories that are trending. I can't remember the name. Strange. Yeah. And then also I was producing K-Files. K-Files was my own production. Then I got some other people to host it.
So when TV you had left. I don't remember working.
WBS. I think I'd left. Because I would have remembered you there. I would have. So yeah.
Banya baliwo those times.
Kazora, Straka, Charles Oyimuke, Osbert Yafa, bless his soul, I think.
Osbert was doing which show?
African Rhythm. Africa Rhythm?
Yeah. Good
yes, Bontwe.
Yeah, like going anyway.
I bumped into him somewhere. Yeah, but I don't know where he is now. And those are the events or consultancy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tilly yali again.
Tilly yali UK already.
Okay. So along the way go Chaliko East African TV. That's when the boys come in.
Yeah, no, actually when I was at Capital, I also then hit another stalemate.
Radio Neojikoi.
I'm no longer feeling creative. But those phases, what it is, you get it. And what you're feeling, you need to first take a break and first think, strategize, then move on. Because in whatever journey you're walking, there's got to be change. And the change sometimes is you may not see it very clearly. But for me, it used to present itself with stagnation. When putting in creativity,
stagnation is more what to tell the people listening to you, or the fact that in the morning.
It leads to that. It leads to that because when you're driven, it means that your creativity is flowing. Down. Even we call it the mojo. Alam nevuga nensnuzinga nenze etigere kimu nenze nensnuzinga nenze ekyokubiri amagulu gali eno but omubiri gukyagala. That's when I said I am going to take a break.
So no bakubire simu tuwagenda?
No, I went to work. I did. I gave them my resignation after in there. Nemala nayo nevayo ne taking a break naye nga simanyi ngenda okola.
Walingo ate East African?
East African nasoka kuvayo actually because East Africa then closed shop wano after. Nebalekera okubira ne office wano.
Capital?
Yes. Yeah. Capital nenjoka njivuga until
Olonga wesigudde ki ku kasente ke Uganda?
Nali nesize mukama. I didn't know. I knew that I had to make the move. But I knew
you were comfortable, you were confident. We didn't have we didn't have very many.
The pressure still hadn't
very many talented people. Okay, you had made your name.
It had nothing to do with anything. It had nothing to do with whoever was there.
Anytime, any day.
I did not think about anything else. I wanted to take a break to first think. I just needed to stop the noise to first listen to myself. You live by yourself? I was living by myself for a while. I had already gotten my first apartment. When I was at Capital, buying a partnership with one of the eduuka eritunda ebyamasanyalaze era we nasooka okufuna ebintu byange ebyomu nnyumba fridge biki nga ndizeka ati nga nkivuga nzeka for myself. Then I decided, you know what, let me first take a break. Of course I had some savings that can pay your rent, your words, you know, but I knew that I needed to now rethink, you know. And then also mu industry afeno, when you don't take those moments, you get caught up in it. Ogenda okwekanga ng'oli mu myaka gijo nga obulamu obulala tobulina tebutambudde.
Gana abantu bagamba, okay, we have new kids on the block. Can you please step aside?
You need to reinvent yourself.
Like we bakuleta.
And I like the way you're serious while you say that. Make me work later. That's not true. So yeah, so I took my break. I did not think about who is there, who is where, the money. When I come to bring myself to the table, I bring the best of me. So no regrets when vow. Mbana chiwade 200%. So ida when naumula then nintandike eduka ly'enviiri nintandika okutunda enviiri nga nzaaga mbyagala nnyo.
But at the back of your mind you knew you would come back.
Oh yes. And then during that time I had prayed. I had said, good Lord, bring me a man. He doesn't have... Oh, you know, bitekamu mukama. Bantu kye batamanyi. So...
Onzijukiza yali pastor yali sheikh. Yali agamba. In your 20s, you're like, Temonkoye.
I know, in your 30s you're like, yeah, I know, in your 40s you're the one.
In your 30s. Then as you exit 30s,
actually for me at that time, it was that I felt I needed it to happen before I take the second step with my career, yeah. So
all right, we're going to take another break. But during that time, mwali temwina too much press, snooping, tabloids. Tugenda kumula mukatana, please, don't go away. Thank you so much for keeping it. MWASUZE MUTYA tuline Karitas, Karisimbi, atandise olw'okutunda engoye. Buviri. I can imagine the stories that can come up around there.
I'm telling you.
From the TV girl to what now?
Musuubuzi.
Bayinza nogamba mutembeeyi.
Eyandabanga mu streets of China yali badde agamba ekyo because now it was totally different. Muli basuubuzi go ogenda mu katale bakusanga ku street odduka yambadde sapatu.
Mu China?
Oli musuubuzi at that point. It's different. Oli eno okomyewo oli eyo mu warehouses obalabiri tax babala. It's not the same thing. But I was happy, you know, and then also I was in that moment where
you were looking for someone.
I wanted that, but then relationships in this, being in that space and then maintaining a relationship, you know, it's a very difficult thing. It comes with so many ups and downs. I'm focusing here, and I didn't want to put someone's son out through that.
They had to be ready for it.
They had to be ready for it, and I wasn't going to wait to watch them get ready. No. So anyway, but that's when I prayed. I said, you know what? During this break, I would love to meet someone, and it doesn't matter which way he comes, whether on a horse, a white horse.
You wanted to meet someone at least serious for settling down.
No. Now what I said, omanyi naisa akweteka mu kintu, but I wanted to meet someone who was ready to have children. It didn't matter whether he first proposed or not. It didn't matter. I just wanted us to be on the same level there, that he wants children, whether he proposes later or doesn't really matter, and that he'll be able to take care of them.
Waitawe nakusatu namuleta
nga bwe nasaba
namuleta
nga bwe nasaba era bwe yampa. Fast forward,
before you forward.
Let me forward.
Ero lwatukirawo shi n'omugamba yayita ku Masaka Entebbe oba Ginger Road, wherever.
God has a sense of humor. Yeah, yali yayitira Kampala Road, yayitira ku Entebbe kuba ye mu Nigeria, so yayitira ku Entebbe ngira Kampala.
Mwesanga China?
No. He had actually yandaba one already.
Many years before.
No, he's older than me. No, he's a businessman. Was even then. So nalina mu meeting in the line of work. Yaina gwalina yenga mumanyi. So, but that was much earlier. Yes. Similar now.
I
was in a relationship.
What stage?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Wait, I'm not ready. That's true.
So but ready.
Yeah, you know, he was not my cup of tea at that time. Yeah, but many years later, Mukama Gweyande Teroyo. So yeah, so many years after, a couple of years after that, two or three.
Then the kids came
and the boys came.
So when you learned you were pregnant, pressure, first of all, were you ready for it?
I wasn't pressurizing myself.
And then it takes
I just prayed in the space. Time enojendi off kino kyensaba kikusaba bulungi bwenti kati aze okay mukama bwabanga bwekiti bwe kirina okuba kimbeere bwe kibanga si bwe kiri nakyo jja kindaga. So yeah, so
it happened.
Nefuna olubuto naye nakitwalira abaana abo sakkiriza nti nalwawo kikkiriza nti nina abaana bange nakikkiriza nkomyewo nga balina emyezi 4.
Tewabazaalira wano watudduka aba press
nakuba sama sibaliko. Yeah, nali mmanyi nti luno olubuto, first of all, those days, first of all, before there was pressure of the media, but the media that I had pressure for was the red pepper those days.
Jebalagawa.
Jebali.
Okay, tunywe mu ekyo.
In fact, kanyoka red juice. Oh, abali batulwaza depression, cancer, enjawulo. But I knew that the media is going to have a frenzy. So I said no.
You went to Nigeria?
No, I went to the UK. It was a very, very difficult pregnancy from the onset. But then Mukamo Musabawulida. Baja prematurely. They spent 1 1 month and a week in the nursery.
Okay.
Era nga banjigiriza ku tube feeding. It was a testimony. It was God's reminder that everything is through him.
Okay. Did you have pressure?
Actually, at the end, I got preeclampsia. At the end,
wow,
when I was going to give birth, nemfuna emisekuzo gy'amagulu.
Indeed, there are miracles. That is preeclampsia.
Yes,
is another one.
Yes, preeclampsia is very fatal. It's a very serious. There are very many things that came to light when it's just what happens when a woman is pregnant. Then postnatal depression, you know.
So ogenda okuva Uganda ng'otegedde they are twins.
Yes, they are twins, but they were okay. Which I learned later, nti tebampa steroids. They're called steroids. Steroids ziyamba abaana abali twin pregnancies.
Multiple pregnancies.
Yes, so that the vital organs grow very fast, because normally they don't go full term. Bajja myezi 7 giwera 8 era n'abange bajja tebatuuse. So omu yali alekedde awo okula nga ne amino fluids nga zikaze. So yeah, so they had to give me an emergency section.
Yeah. Oh. But had you ever dreamt or wished to have twins?
No, I just wanted to have a child. Boy, girl, 1, 2. Actually, I never even thought about 2, 3, no. No. But
you just wanted to have a child.
Naye Mukama ndowooza yatunula n'alengera wala n'agamba gye nkutwala.
Togenda kufuna
utafuna time. Kamba kankukube double. Etwo tukimale. So yeah.
So togenda bidamu.
I would love to.
Obotya.
Era n'abaana bange babuuza naye emyaka gye gaapu gye yongera.
Lwaki abaana balina olugezi testing?
Beetumikiriza. Beetumikiriza but sibanenya.
I know. Yeah. It's there, right?
It is, yeah.
Okay. Oba okyalinamu ne kali ka fear because the pregnancy wasn't easy on you. Sometimes
chijja, but then I have faith. You know, ekyampisa mu luli nakyo kiba kimpisa ne mu luno, but also bagamba nti embuto tezifaanagana. Yeah, olumu luyinza okuba oluzibu olulala ne lwangu, olulala ne luba lwangu, olulala ne luzibuwala, but gaapu eno gye gyeyongera kati balina 11.
Bakyazibwako abaana nange kiwa kyange kito kiri 11. Ogenda ne mu ddwaliro n'ogamba kakati
nti
gwozaako wa myaka 11.
Ne beekoonako ne baga beebo career women mbubaasoma nnyo.
So baana okubazaala muvuddeyo mu nursery weeteekateeka okomawo nga bali how old?
Bali tebasobola because baazaalibwa omu ali 1.8 omulala ali 2 kilograms. Bali tebasobola kutambula nga tebanaweza kilo 4. So nalina okuba feedinga mpaka nga bawezeza kilo ezo. Era kilo ezo I think bateekako kilo emu buli mwezi kuba baaziweza nga balina emyezi 4. Ntuza bateekako kumpi kilo buli mwezi. So yeah, ne baweze 4 and then we came back home.
Bali amawulire abeeno ab'olugambo gaali
bagafuna nkomye.
Nobody knew you had kids? Until
they actually even thought that I had a surrogate. Bali bamanyi nti waliwo abamusitulira oba bayita batya mu Luganda naye nti ayinza okuba alina yamusitulira olubuto kuba tebandabako. Ate nga nali nkola show naye nga cameraman namugamba
show
K-Files. I showed K-Files and lubuto. Actually, I think it was Yari Mariam Dagiri or Ruth. I don't know, one of those two ladies.
Karitas, come here.
Yeah, you are looking very, I think it was Ruth. Yeah, you're looking very bright.
I thought you disappeared immediately you knew you were pregnant.
I was doing it on the side. K-Files, I wasn't working for anyone. K-Files are young. It was my own creation. So nalina control. Bwenzuka lero ng'olubuto lunemye ngamba sijja kukola. Ng'olumu ajja n'ashootingira n'ewaka naye ng'omutasa wa kutegeera. Nga ate n'ekyanyamba olubuto lwange tetu saazimbulukuka. Kaali katono era ne we nali nnyeenyunya okugenda bambuuza lwali lwa myezi emeka. Nabalimbamu. Batya.
Si kubanga bakola ki? Bagamba get off.
Nali sirina bbaluwa ya doctor, so yeah. But yeah.
So wavaawo nga lwa myezi ng'emeka?
6. Yeah, there you're meant to go on a doctor's letter, which I didn't have. Nali nkoi.
Kumukaga. Then never vamu kumusanvu. Nebechanga kumusanvu.
Yeah, nebechanga kumusanvu. Musanvu ne wiki nga 2-3. Yeah.
So one of the ladies yakubuza Karitas, are you sure you are alone?
No, era yambuza ne mutunulya ne kazolo nga ntandisa kanyindo katanda. Yeah. You know, the pregnancy ojirabira wanongo.
Okay.
Na mgamba sibimanyi byogera.
So bw'okoma wo life begins. Oroduka walitekirani.
Nali gabanga nali wa sister wange.
Okuligaba okuli waayo.
I gave her the business.
Okay.
I gave her the business because katiate abana baze this is going to be a full-time job for now because you know bali bawuleze emyezi ena at least kati bafeedinga bataddeko ku mubiri olaba skin ezeeru yali my God,
a 2 kg baby.
Yeah, balinga obumese obunene nga ne pampa teriyo zibatuuka. So yeah, okubala nga bakomyewo era bakomawo bwenti nagamba mukomyewo mwebange kale netandikira okunoonya ekyokulya nabatera ku kamonde saalinda mboba mata because nali sikyayonsa byali byagana kati engeri gye baali mu nasary biki so yeah netandika oba feedinga.
Okay. Watuka, was it any different? Of course it was different. Now you have your 3 of you, if not 4 of you, Tokola, but I assume Oga had
he was doing his
everything we needed.
Yeah. Yeah. Na nina manyiro kola so
era ngodukawo.
Ndaga wate.
Kuduka iwa sister.
No. It was her business, none of my business. Sigendayo abana bange gwali mulimu gwange. But nga nagambye mu time eyo nga ninze mukama ndage wawe embanzira nga sinnaba kumaliriza okwata. I haven't retired. Just nali neetaga to go to the next phase.
We setting.
Yes, nali ninze.
Bw'okomawo ne ba baby batandika okunoonya ani taata w'abaana.
Batandika tetunaana kunya nyonyi. Kudda.
Nogamba katika muba quick. The more you search the father.
No, I did not hide him. I did not hide him. I just didn't feel like I needed to put him anywhere. Like, even my own private life. Abana wange nakatandika kubateeka mu limelight recently. Kuba bebansaba, Mama, I want this. I want to be there. I want to be. So nezala. So nezala. So yanzikiriza kati mba postinga ku katono.
Okay. 11 now.
11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tusanyisa okulaba.
So basanga.
So Bwomala, after how many years of the babies do you now sit down and tell yourself, Karitas, you were born for this other thing you have always wanted to be? Come back.
7 years. Miaka musanvu.
Oluwaka wakutami?
No. Nothing. By the way, I still did a pressure on. Let me tell you.
You were not doing any job for 7 years.
Actually, for 7 years, I lie. Within those 7 years, nagenda behind the scenes. Netutandikawo nze ne Mchala Chagulanyi, netutandikawo Mbanda Kabaka, the ghetto president, reality show, yali goberera Bobby Wine. So fe twali tugiproducing. We created nze ne Mchala we, twaji creating ne tugiproducing akatinga byenkola behind the scenes. Naye nga nange ninze nga bino byenkola nali sigenda kukomawo ku TV nga sinaba nga Mukama tanandaga gye ngenda.
Awo naawe era yali akulaze.
Yali andaga slowly.
You didn't want to come back on the screen?
Not on the screen until I'm ready to know, until I know in which direction gye ngenda kati. Yeah, so naye nekiri ekyokukola ku Mbanda wa Kabaka kyanyamba kuba kyanjigiriza different things.
The production
away from the camera, yes. Ebiyitamu wano emabega okugjayo show. Ebyo bye nali mpitamu at that time. Bye nali njiga at that time. Naye nga mu mutwe I have an idea. Oprah kati olwo njagala kujja kwogera ku lw'abantu n'eri abantu. But I needed to know how because kati ndi maama byonna ebibeerawo mu ggwanga kati binkwatirako ddala n'okusinga bulijjo sikyali muvubuka kati nkuze. So everything is serious. Everything matters to me at a different level. So then ate njagala nnyo creating a content wa media. So awo ne ntandika okuyiiya the type of show generally yagadde.
Olukatona amaze okugamba.
Yes. But yakingambira mu phases 2. Phase esooka nenfuna idea ya creating the chat room. But the idea of the chat room is not what it is now. Natandika show, creating a content, but creating the idea itself. Ningenda maso no shootinga, ningenda maso no producing. But
when was this?
This was sometime this year.
Radio? Oh, it's this year?
Yeah, it's this
year.
You
look like a 24-year-old girl.
So yeah, so
idea neja chat room.
Yes, idea chat room neja, because I wanted Oprah talks to people for people. So ningamba njagala kwogerera njagala abantu balina stories omanyi nalina ekintu kino nkyakirina buli wemba nga ntambula ntunulira abantu buli ampitako abali mu motoka mbeera creating a story yaabwe bangamba kati oba oyo abeerawa oba abo baagalana oba bayombye oba bali bulungi oba yalidde oba akyayogera nga bimbeeramu nnyo. So somehow nentandika nengamba but what story y'omuntu mugaso kiggwe erina bw'aba agenze tagisharinze. Ngamba it is worth sharing tomanya kyonookola eri abantu abalabi oba motivate, inspire, whichever. So nentandika. But then slowly by slowly abagenyi benagenda nga meetinga nga banjawulo nga banzibukula amaaso mu ngeri ez'enjawulo. So nentuula lumu ampulira nina ekibanja nembuuza Mukama gye tulina okugenda nekino.
Okay. Wogamba abantu bosooka okumeetinga nga bakushokinga ne stories zaabwe. Had you already gone on air?
Yes.
Over?
Yes, I had.
Because at that time wali ovudde ku mpewo.
So
we can say, had they written you off? Nga baba bala the people who can be outsourced. Nga balowooza ko naalongo Karitas.
Bali batandika okwogera yagwamu you know, the usual talk. Naye nze it didn't matter for me because I was getting ready for my next phase. So Womanyam, this is the show I want to do. Yeah. You begin to look at which station is going to air it. Where, yes. Najako ne wano, by the way. Anyway, so yeah.
So we then
I ended up the other side, and it was perfect timing for them nabo. So yeah, netugenda kumpeo netu premiering at that time. It has been how many? About 5 years now.
Do you even remember your first story? The first story you featured?
First story I think was Fabiola. I think it was Fabiola. Yeah. I think it was Fabiola. And at that point, chivuga ntambula nacho, but mulimu ekibanja, mulimu ekitali ekitatuukiridde bulungi.
Kiki?
Nga ntuulira nga nzirayo nga mubuuzaako munene. Mubuuza.
Olwovuddeyo.
Within tukola nvuga naye nvuga nga bwe walivuze nga Mukama oluguudo luno nduvuga naye olulaga wanga siraba gye lugenda mpulira nga ninaawe nina okuweta. Then slowly Mukama you people naye nagulawo saloon naye nga awo actually wensabira ngamba andage ebya chat room gye nina obitwala because I felt there was a deeper meaning into it naye nga sinagitegeera. Kati eno naye saloon nga ndi eno kati COVID neekuba saloon olwo ntandika butandisi. So ntuuka I sit down and telling God, but why? Busente bwange buno obwekikazi
butandika. Sure, erabika tenabakwatayo nnyo.
Etandika, but in me mpulira waliwo ekitannaba connectinga bulungi. Already tutambula.
Naye nga nawe tokimanyi.
Naye nga nange sikimanyi. So nga neeno saloon bwenkakalabya nayo, then COVID nejja. Nentula nembuuza Mukama kiki kino mwaka ne guyitawo ogwo, then you know nga bwe nnyongera omubuuza eno ntangaliza ku chatroom naye neeno mbuulira era nina lwe natuuka ne mbwira Mukama olina kyogezako okungamba naye sinaba kitegeera naye kakati saluuni eno ogindaze kakati
ngayagala ogivemu.
Yes, it wasn't my time for that. Kati yalina kino ekirala kye yali yagezako okundaga nga nze sikiraba. So nentula
naye n'ogiga mumanyi ogabagabanye.
For emyezi esatu kumala emyezi esatu nga musaba nga ntuula ku saluuni ne musane Mukama obudde bunaaba butuuse obw'okuggalawo saluuni eno ojja kindaga ate tekijja kummenya neninda era time yajja nenzigalawo tekyammenya tekyannuma
omudidi gwo
era tekyannuma kyeŋŋamba ekyo neŋŋamba omudidi ogwo guleme okunnuma era I tell you I walked away with a smile nenzibala losses Karitas hair garage naye kigenda kudda mu ngeri yaakyo mu kiseera kyakyo buli kimu kirina ekiseera.
So wagiguza somebody else?
No, I actually closed.
Took your things back home?
Yes. Took some back home, some people bought some of the stuff, but yeah. So and I sat down and I smiled. But God started showing me everything. Kati ndagira my calling for chat room is bigger than just the show. Kati ntandika okumeetinga abantu abeetaaga obuyambi. Ono aze ku show tukoze show but then ansigadde wano mu mutima. So then nofuna abalabi ne bakuweereza messages mana kasente kakano mana twagala kuyamba ono bwetuti ne bwetuti ne bwetuti. And me, I have always been a caregiver. Okuva. That's why I sacrificed my uni to okulabirira abaana abalala. That's my calling. Yeah, that's why nagamba Mukama ye bwali balesa omwami nga wampeta. Kijja kubawo naye bwali basazeewo nti nze nja kuba n'abange bendabirira then ndabirire n'abalala abantu be. That's still okay.
Empeta jagala. Karitas tongamba mbuno.
Empeta.
Okay, marriage. Not the metal.
Not the jewelry. Ndi muntu ayagala love. Ate nina mungi. Awogo kugaba.
Akayimba bakaita bata mungi bikola.
Nizo kwagala.
Nawe ne wewe mubarati mama wo yakuza.
So yeah, I mean nina abantu benda banga bafumbirwa at 60. Nasanga muno wa 60 ne bewasa. So for me ngabulijjo ngira bwe yampa abaana bwali bayagadde ensinkana omuntu ajja mumpa but for me I'm open to it. Right now I'm still single but
you're single not searching.
I am in between us. Video web.
Do you know? Omanyo wa. This state jobera munga you're independent. Engeri gye yonona. Engeri gye kwonona. Nolabanga. Even the people who come into you like bakutawanya, bakumaleka emirembe.
No, for me what I decided is to just allow people who abanzimba who bring out the positivity in me. Yeah? So right now ninayo omuntu abansanyusa but yeah,
tusabe tumanyi tunywe mukuru
nawe nkusabira
kati tunywemu osabire
tunsabye naka juice cake
but boys bakuteeka ku pressure ale kati aba boys bamanyi kati my girls told me we want a brother but in particular they want a brother nay they don't want a father of the brother.
At least for no, for them they want a sister. My brother, the first one, kumpi twenkana.
Identical?
No, they're not. Angamba abera onantu but mama, why don't you get a boyfriend? Mama, you know you're still young. You can get a boy. What you atula nanteka ko mkono olumu kuchibega bega. No linda chiri serious naja na kubechu. Mama, you know you're still young. You can get a boyfriend. Mama, you can also get married. Oro rwenda musinka na mulyango nga nkomye okuba. Kananga mama, welcome back. How are you? How was your day? Atwale nsawo bwa batyo bansinka. Nama nagamba, but mama, I now need a father.
Oh my God.
Just chava oba wa.
Are they not connecting so much with their dad? That they miss that somebody.
They just miss the person there.
Oh, to be being there, in the house every day.
Love. They have so much love. They welcome people. They're lovers. So
there's a lot of your male friends. Mama.
What about Uncle Gun? Hey, he has children. Yeah. What about Uncle Guno Evana Bangi? Temwangu akumpimpinga. What is this? You know, matchmaking. But you understand them because Boba Balabanga Masomero Rumunga Balaba Abana Balabaina complete families, father, mother, you know. Those of course Navana. Slowly they also want that. They want a rachi fate to truly way to you know. So yeah, to run it together.
Okay. So did you get them a father figure to grow? Because you know men,
yes.
Yes. Okay, I'm a woman.
Yeah.
I'm going to groom them the best way I know how, or I wish them to be Gwenga Mama or Sango was able to make them the strong men you want them to be.
Actually, in Zabana Wange, what we have done is, first of all, try a chinche to Nasoka. When I get out Bakuba, Basoka Nevando Payo.
What are you Bakuba?
Oh, yeah.
Emboko Zenyin.
Sapatu, Nango, Sapatu Tenu, Ablonji, Funeku, Kago, Katono. Once in a while, that was then. But then it got to a point where I was, but once in a while, then the band up, intentionally, but you leave it. Then when I came back, of course, I came back home together. So from that time, natandika okubateeka mu kino ekintu kati twogere. So bw'obakola ekintu ekinnuma ntula ngamba nnyonnyola obulumi bwe mpulira oba mbulira mu mutima oba mu mutwe oba mu lubuto ngamba nnyonnyola. Because of that, to create a relationship where we talk, you say anything. You don't do what you don't want them to do. Nti bwe bana bagambe nkomawo ssaawa bweziti bwe nnaba nga sigenda kudda ssaawa ezo nkubayo ewaka ne mbagamba nina ebinkutte oba ndi mujjaamu oba mama you said your car ndi mu kkubo nzija oba you know. So for me, because of that, twogera ne ku bintu ebirala ebyali badde bitutawaanya mu bulamu ffe between mother and children. Naye nina ne support network na sister wange basista bange balina godfather balina male figures whom I trust bendabanga they will benefit from them. Yeah, but be very careful who comes in. Male visitors, yeah. Okay.
So chat room what about direction wajafana?
Yes.
Do you remember how many interviews you've done and which one has stood out for you?
Oh Lord, there's so many.
How long has it been around?
It's almost 5 years now.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Which one has stood out for you?
Zonna zibadde. Stories zonna zibadde zina bwe zinkutteko. Waliwo omuvubuka omuto who's got albinism. Sinna bwe nkyogera mu Luganda because it will be a bit demeaning. So that boy, kind of energy, kali very, you know, driven, kali happy, kali, you know. Then story ya mchala Bujingu. Na yo inengeri je ya
Arwaye Natalia.
Yes.
Before we get bad manners,
yes, please.
We are taking a break. Please turn away. Okay, tubade tugezako Balaga, how strong she can be. Apparently, she tells me she's the first black woman to climb the top of Mountain Rwenzori.
Yes, please.
Obusungu wabujawa.
Owa nange bwanzijira. Bali no tebagenda kuntwala abazungu abo. Nga batidde nga bagamba.
That was short time?
Yes, they wanted to document it. Bali bagenda to ski. Imagine skiing in Uganda, that there is snow up there and you can ski.
Is it there? Is that too much?
It was there. They even skied at that time. Yeah, they turned it so cool, changing into glacier. But to the peak of Renzo, of the Margarita, down, it was snow. So nebagala omuntu documenting. And as me, I said, I would love that for short time. So yeah, nebagana, oh, you haven't done medicals, this manya tokolanga kos manya what?
Exercise. Where were go? Had you ever climbed the mountain?
Never. That was my first. It was, yeah.
Who? So how many days did it take you to get up there?
We took, climbing was the longest. Okulinnya yo twatwala ennaku 5. okukomawo twatwala nnaku 2. Yeah.
Watuuka ng'okola otya?
Nga nze mukazi ali ku group nze katunaye twatuuka nga teri kunaaba nga n'olugoye kulujja mbooti ebisigadde teri kumbuuza walayi kubanga nange simanyi.
Tomanyi bwe watuuka?
Amadda mulimu cabins buli distance baabikola mu ngeri nti baabala nti olunaku olumu bw'olutambula weetaaga kuwumula teri kweyongera, so ne ba creating our cabin, so there are cabins kati ng'olina making sure nti mutambula ne mutuuka we mugenda okusula.
Sokoleke mu cabin obwo mubaamu ebyokulya?
No, mutambula n'ebyammwe mujja
tewali babeeramu, it's
just a space. Ezimu zirimu banks, actually ezisinga zaalimu bu bunk beds bw'embaawo
nga kuliko n'emifaliso.
Tekuli mifaliso you're going no,
so you just lie on an empty bed.
You have a sleeping bag. Jukira ozene chiwebika. So ubera ne sleeping bag. Your sleeping bag ebera a bit cushioned. Nga jo yalawo, nga jo webika. Kusawa yugwe your adrenaline is yokulinya. Chiri
Tewatuka in the middle before getting at the top. No gamba. Is there a way I can go back?
That one, no. It is the return. Amadda. Oh. Twakola ne gogolo. Amadda yali very. Oh, amadda gali very. Because chiri steep bwetuti. Amadda okujjako n'empewo because nafuna na frostbites amabwa gempewo naye nga amadda was more difficult.
Ate ebiseera byo tewaliwo mask.
Twalimu and those days mwalimu bagundi abasirikale bangi mu nsiko omwo nga security tenaba kubeera bulungi nnyo in the Kasese in those mountains naye we were safe.
So ne waggulu waliwo omusula oba eyo mutukayo just do whatever it is you want to do.
Katikana akasemba yate bwe twali ku snow line bwe twali tusembera tutandika okulinya Margarita mabaati. I don't know why they put mabaati, maybe embaawo obunyogo buyinza okwonona embaawo mabaati. So imagine obunyogo already webweru mu mabaati naye already muba mwebise socks byonna ne sleeping bags. So then chai yetwamya naye abazungu bateekangamu whisky mu chai osobola okubuguma. Yeah.
Oh, I think it's one of those experiences you'll never forget.
Never. Najiteekawo marked it.
So katsibwengena ne googling the first black woman.
I don't know if they would ever record it like that, but yes, Mountain Rwenzori. I don't know. Simanyi, I don't know.
So who told you were the first?
At the
records?
Yes, at the record in Kasese. What was it called? Something mountain climbing, mountaineering, something. Era mu kitabo bwe nali signing abakyala abo era nayitamu mumanya they were just muzungu white women's names omukyala yali awe yatugamba.
Kulikayo
twavaayo munange
zengeri genti empewo. I can't imagine.
But kyotomanyi nali simanyi kyengendamu, so I didn't know what to expect. There was no point to fear anything. The fear of
no return.
Ekintu kyokka ekyasinga otutiisa is accident embi bw'ebeerayo. Bano bapoota be balina okusitula because there's no air rescue. No. Ekyo kyokka kyekyali kitutiisa. So ng'olina kubeera careful.
Ngendooza bwe wakomawo it took you some time to get back on your feet.
Oh, ebigere byali biyidde olw'obunyogovu. So yeah, nalwa kwambala closed shoes.
Kulikirayo ddala.
Era navaayo.
So ko wafuna shoyo gye wali oyagala ennyo that puts you in that position that you've always wanted to be. Olaba ng'obimazeeyo?
No, not yet.
You're at your dream. You're living your dream.
I'm on the right path.
Tonnatuukawo.
Not where I want to be.
Where do you see yourself? Where do you see that show taking you beyond what you're doing now?
I want to create a network. Network being, omanyiye bantu balaba show, they reach out. Abenjawulo have been very touched and moved by some people who've moved out from Afande Nakanema to Abomu office here near or to help our guests. I want to be able to create a network ntinina but doctors when they are there for me. Nina legal group, Nina like different people, because people out there better go buntu just buntu
to create a little change in their life.
To create a little change. So if I can be able to just create a network, okuva mu bantu nange being connecting a bit in the corporate world or private people, you know, nemba nga nsobola connectinga because obuyambi gye buli naye abantu olumu just beetaaga kuba konkonako katono and they'll come out. Yeah.
Okay. Are you related to Lillian?
No, not by blood, no. We became just sisters out of life. Yeah. Okay.
We never bagata apart from the smiles.
Industry, which is the creative space, but that's
also that you come from the same place.
Yes, that as well. Yeah, I think that is the biggest.
Did it just happen, or because so many people tell you guys look alike?
They tell us we look alike. Nebambuza how is music ngasina bwenda ngo kwenyonyola ngamba ndi bulungi ndi mu studio kati nange mugamba wae bakubuzo gamba nawe ukola. Yeah, so yeah, but they've said it a lot, and I think actually bagamba nze Lillian nesima, but I think it's the smiles because we all have dark gums. Yeah, so I think it's just the smile. Nenga, I don't see how we all look alike.
You can't see. Yeah. What about Zuena? How did you become friends? Are you even friends?
Last card. We became friends through industry because jukira bali mu Miss Uganda and zinali nkola Showtime. Nga show yange yegenda mwebe before byonna era nga babeera mu camp emunyonyo nga nze mbeerayo. I'm there almost every day shooting behind the scenes, so somehow creating a friendship, and we continued even wherever ku Miss Uganda bebyagwe ebyo byonna byonna, and we would meet in the industry. And yeah.
Okay, it's not a very strong relationship that you two have been so much into each other's life that you've seen yourselves through motherhood. Mwazala Karitas is there, Karitas Mwazala, she's there. It is not that strong. It's there.
Unfortunately, it is not there anymore, but when it was, at a certain point, it was, I would like to believe that I was the shoulder she could lean on.
Oh, those days.
Yes, and I think I would also be right to say that I was the friend that she needed during all that period. And yeah, I respected our friendship.
Yeah, okay. But it ended, just like things come and go.
Yes, just like other things, they end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Life experience, do you think it's been fair to you?
Yeah. I think so. I think for me, everything that life has thrown at me has been for a reason, to prepare me for the next place, for the next phase. Anything that I would have called unfair, techiva eri mukama or life generally, being to olusi fenga abantu fetu byekolera fetu byetekamu.
But to get it but to take it.
Yes, yeah. But then bo bitegera no tege ate je weyongera okula. They say ukademagezi. But yes.
You heard the word. I can see you're choking. Okay. Yes. So there are things that have happened to you. Ebyaku shocking and you. Yes, there were challenges that came to you, maybe disorganizing. The things you regret.
Regret?
This one never happened. You know, things that make you think or make you feel like, oh, I was singing before it happened to me. Oh, but I wish I can erase this particular phase of my life from my head and also erase it in other people's heads.
Okay, two things. First of all, my relationship with my father, which wasn't there, didn't exist really. So if my father had been in my life, I feel like teyampa opportunity yokumanya obulamu bwe bwali badde with a father figure. I don't regret. My mom did a fantastic job, nange nengatta waawo, but nali agadde nnyo okumanya father, I understand what they're saying, and but life is what
you never got a chance to bond with him?
No.
Your dad?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What
so
more is that, even up to now?
Yafa.
Oh,
Yafa, and then the beauty about it, I got to meet my brother from
he had taken away some...
No, he got other children. Okay. He got a son from another relationship. And I got to meet him, and he's an amazing, phenomenal young man. And yeah, juicy afumbirwa, and I had to give a speech on behalf of a father. And that's when I really felt it. I felt value your family, value abazadde okubeera present mu bulamu bw'abaana baabwe. But so other than that, the fact that I wish I had just had a glimpse, katono. I don't like talking about this, but my relationship with the Salis and what it turned into.
The what?
The Salis.
Salis.
Zuena and husband, the
Salis.
Yes.
Okay.
What that relationship turned into and what it portrayed me to be, the misconception around it. It threw me far. It first kicked me off track.
Off balance.
Oh yeah. And then eventually
it didn't go more process.
No, yeah, but it's how everything was handled, it's what was said, it's everything. But for me, I think another lesson. I
know.
Yeah.
I know. Okay. So what do you pray for God? Karitas alabanga. Life is
that's true.
That is what they believe. TV smiling. Yeah. Some people don't even believe you have a challenging life after.
I know, right?
After these screens.
I don't know. Yeah, we do have a life. Very challenging.
A life. People won't understand it because they think somehow you're superhuman.
Yeah.
The blood flowing through you is pink. You're a girl with pink blood. Yeah, but a lot exists out there. Press where can you? Did it get to a point where you want? There's a time that tabloid wrote about me, and it was saying, okay, I know they are making money. I remember making a tweet sometime. It was, no, actually my brother tweeted, Nagamba, the relationship between Farida and Red Pepper Simanya Eringanga, there's the way he phrased it. And I think I threw in a comment, and then this guy who happens to be working for them said, yeah, at least Records Ziragam, we are making money. And I was like, wow, so it's all about money. People,
it is.
Bad. Yeah.
The money, the thought of money, the greed for money takes away the humanity, the main part of it.
Yes. No tormenting Omonto from January to December, and you don't care how they feel, you don't care they have a family, you don't care what this is doing to them. You went through that first.
Oh my gosh, yes. Zinda natukanga nenkubira reception yaffe our capital, would call them just to find out have I made it into the paper that day, so that I prepare myself mentally ngenda kumpewo because olumu abawulizanga bakuba.
Yeah, they tune in, call you. How is she going to react?
They even call and they ask you maybe one story, you know. But they wrote until one time and it was beyond. And actually boss wange yaja nangamba, are you sure you're still okay with this? Ningamba, no. That's when we went to court. Yeah. But even in court.
And starting a legal battle na churches. So sometimes you're like, okay,
yes.
let me just let it go.
Yes.
Abamanyi who I am. Those who don't know me, of course, they'll go ahead and judge and all that, because that legal battle na
that's a very strong place to stand.
Yeah, ekuleka broken.
Yeah,
taking away a lot of your peace. There are people like me who love their peace so much.
Me too.
If never you can pass.
Yeah.
Making sure there's a time my daughters would even come back to me when I go to pick them from school and Mommy, did they fire you from your work?
Yeah.
Because a child among them has told them, your mom lost her job.
And for me, I'm lucky that my kids didn't grow up in that era of mine, because having to explain to them, would have been a lot of work. But for me, okubatwala mu court was because I felt like they had crossed a line. Kati munyingide ne kumulimu. No. So I had to.
Story that
oh my God, that the one that actually took me to court, it was, they had said that I had caused a rift or a fight wakati wa mukama wange and my colleague Mwenzi, God bless his soul, and nitugenda ne mu court nga ne judge abatunulira bagamba, are you serious? Like,
and then the court process takes forever.
I was the first one to sue them, and I was the first one to win. And that one was a clear open case. It did not even take long. It was really a walk through the park. But for me, that was just one side of the battle. The other side is what you've done to someone all through. When I would meet, I call them my brothers, Rugendo and the rest, and I would ask them, but why are you witch hunting me? Like, what is it? Is there something that I don't know? And then one time they wrote about how I grew up in the ghetto, nebawandika nakulira mu ghetto nga netika ebidomola by'amazzi ku mutwe biki biki, so nembasanga ababiwandiika nembabuza naye mazima gennyini ekyo kyemuwandise nga tekibalabisiza bulungi, because the story you should be writing is how I moved from
the ghetto
grass to grace. Naye mu abawandiika gye mwafubutuse leero, you are still living that life now. I lived it before. But then I realized they are just tormented people. So,
at the peak of my case with them, one of the directors is my lecturer, my former lecturer at university. So, mba from a restaurant down here at Dewenton, musa bumping her into those because later on people were called that Lugambo, and they're like, I think we can move on from this. Let me not use that word. So musa oh Farida, how are you? I'm okay, Mr. Richard, how are you? I want us to talk. And I'm like, okay, about, you know that case, blah, blah, you know those boys, sometimes we don't know what's happening. How can your paper come out Monday to Friday, Monday to Sunday, and you don't know what content they're bringing out? And you don't realize there's this story that has stuck around for so many years. But we can, you know, was sent to go and torment someone. I'm like, oh, and you're okay with it? I have nothing to say. We exchange numbers, but I'll give you my lawyer's number. But I never heard from him again.
For me, when I got to work for them, I actually did get to work for them on radio. They had a radio called Juice FM. But nakolayo just okumalayo emyezi oba esatu bena awo benategeerera how they work. And how they work in terms of from the heart to the mind, how they work. And I made peace with it. Chandabisa bingi, so nembe sonyiwa, and as always, because I'm coming nabirwanyisa, era ogenda obiraba nga abirwanyisa. So
anyway, where are they now?
That's what I'm saying. Abirwanyisa. I didn't want to go there. I said Abirwanyisa. So yeah, he has his own way of doing things.
Okay, what are those things you're celebrating?
My children. My family, my children, my people out there. I celebrate people in whichever facets they are. I celebrate them. I celebrate life. Yeah, mostly that's it. I celebrate people.
God has been good to you.
What?
Despite the few challenges.
Yes, even within the challenges, he's been amazing.
Do you know somehow things bikukuba in life, nebikujjako the innocence that you had, and then you hardened. Yeah. I've got to a point where I have hardened. I don't like to be very hard. Where I have hardened, because I believe they will never know me. They will never understand who I am. So I'm okay. I am hard. You come hit me, it pains you. Those are protective measures you put around yourself, because you were looking for something else, and then you almost lose control of your life. People have taken it over.
But for me, again, Akawungeezi, growing up is like the most amazing thing ever. And I really don't care who you are. So if I have to say, I hate lies, I hate lies, I hate liars, I hate lies, I hate liars. So I will tell you what it is if I have to say it when I have to say it. I won't keep it. So I'll tell you. And if I don't need you in my space, I will walk.
Me, I won't even tell you. I just let you be, because what we have to is that they love your attention.
Yes.
So I make sure I deny you that attention.
Yes. And you do it well, madam.
I deny
I smile a lot. I do. I am genuinely a happy person. I smile. So even when, I mean, faced with so many things, but I always smile. Because for me, I find my place, and that place is within the smile. So maybe see that debut. Yeah.
And there is a way he takes you through those moments.
Are you telling me?
Okay.
Yeah.
I even didn't know I can fall in love with challenges. Because challenges make you grow.
I'm telling you, you'll always just say, as in, and that's how you get through life. People are facing all the pressures of social media, of social what. But me, I breathe. I breathe all the time.
You've seen it all.
Yeah, I have. I've been hit. I have fallen. I've stood up. I've swum. You know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you looking at going back to business?
Yes. Yes, definitely. I'm going to go back in hair and beauty. I love it. I love it, and I understand it to a certain degree. I may not necessarily come back with the same salon and the same setting and all that, but I'm still going to come back when the time is right.
Because going akatonda gowebuzaako sima bwaba akuddamu olira ddoboozi oba webase Karitas, wake up.
Ate sijja kisusa bwentyo.
Mwoyo mutukuvu n'akulabikira.
Signs. When you look, when you focus, when you concentrate, when you close the noise out, he shows you signs. It's just that fenga abantu olumu tetuziraba because we've taken life for granted. Ekyosuubira onvudde wano n'entambula mpaka wali nengamba obusobozi bwange nze entambuddewo naye you could still have fallen here and hit your head down and not got up, even though it looks simple. But when you stop and you understand how he works and you listen and you also allow it is his will. You see these things, you see the signs.
But if he wanted me to do that, he would have been very clear with me. Even the way.
If you want me to close the salon, give me peace. So that no, I just felt, yes, okay, well, I had already slowly started closing and they covered just one side of the gate open and all. But then in me, I felt it. Like I felt like something had lifted because my investment, and then all of a sudden I'm sitting there and I just feel a certain level of peace. I said, it's going to be fine, yeah. Can let it go. And but how? God knows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there people who I believe very, very instrumental ku journey yo botasobola kwerabira twagala tubatumire kati before we say bye-bye?
Saba kutumira tubira Timothy Bukomune, Elvis Sechanzi, where my career is concerned, the people who made it possible for me, Mukulu Wavamono for giving us the opportunity, all the people that I worked with, the people that I have also given opportunity, people that I work with at Next Media, my family, my boys, I love you to bits, like you say, infinity, for all the support system that has been there for me and my children. I thank you and I pray God's blessing on you.
Amen.
Yeah.
And that's it for this week. Mubadde balungi nnyo, but we are heading towards the festive season.
yes, let's take care of ourselves. Bwe tuba twetegeka munaku ezenkulu ate waliwo n'abeetegeka okunyakulula bye bataakoze. So be very, very careful and vigilant. Nalabye joka video gayo muyindi bambi gwe baakubye. I don't know why we just look on when such things happen. Oh.
Empathy.
But anyway, be very, very vigilant and careful with your life. Yes, COVID is still there. Today, still very, very careful. We wish you all the best throughout the weekend. See you on Monday. Inshallah. Bye-bye.
Johnny cough syrup mukwano gwange anyamba okujjanjaba ssenyiga ekifuba omusujja ne lubyamira. Johnny herbal syrup.
Giga's Baby Premium Diaper and Pants are made with the best technology, silk softness, breathable waist area, wetness indicator, and leak-proof barriers with the highest absorption capacity.
I'm at the center of everything.
Hurry while stock lasts. Blue Flame Cookers, upgrading your cooking.
There is always a touch of joy in every sip. Get yourself a Teju mango or orange from any shop or supermarket near you. Teju fruit juice and concentrates are products of Soroti Fruits Limited. Teju, the freshest fruit experience.
Make your home a new palace this festive season with Jaguar Signature products. Visit our showroom at Kampala Eze Stores Limited, plot number 120 6th Street, Industrial Area, Kampala.